Hey, Proph Costello, thank you for passing by the Heatmix Life today to spend some time with us to talk about your latest single, Apocalypse, which is also our song of the week. So first off, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I appreciate the invite and the opportunity to be able to, speak upon, the music and just, what I'm passionate about. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely. So let's get right into it. Tell us a little bit about your song Apocalypse, how it came about, what it's about, just everything that we need to know about the song.
Well, as far as the song itself, it was actually my brother-in-law that sent me the beat. He's a little younger than me. He's 19, 20 years old, but he likes to make beats. So, he just happened to hit me up asking me, could you rap on this beat? And he sent it to me. Listened to it, and I was like, hell yeah, I could rap to this beat. So I was like, give me a few days, It probably took me a week to write it, record it, and finish it and stuff. Just because when I get into a writing process, if the beat catches me, it catches me. And, I could write a little quicker than other times,
Yeah, the creative process.
Yeah. So as far as with this particular song, I just started freestyling in my head, listening to the beat, started freestyling, a couple ideas came across, and then how I started the beginning where this beat over, I'm gonna call it the Apocalypse. That's how I just came up with the name for the title as far as Apocalypse, because I don't know, me, I'm not really a fan of those titles that are very predictable, whatever's in the chorus, you know what I mean? Whatever's in the chorus and one particular word, okay, yeah, we'll name it that. I don't really like doing that. So I looked at it I took the first line that I used and just took a word, took it at that, and then kind of just went in the direction of, just speaking upon, what I'm talking about in the songs, just speaking upon, life, how I bring up diversifying funds, as I've gotten older, I've learned about actually investing my money instead of just spending it all, so I speak upon, different things as far as you can tell I'm older, I've grown or whatever, however you want to put it, as far as the content that I'm speaking upon, So, yeah, I just kind of wanted to with this, I just wanted to I guess you could say speak. I've always been the type to speak my truth in my music. I don't like fabricating nothing. I don't like talking on things that aren't true, unless I'm kind of trying to tell you a story, I guess you can say, but when it pertains to that, I just like to keep it 100, transparent and just, go about it like that. So, I don't know, it just gave me that, kind of hustler mentality you feel. That's why as you hear, in the chorus, I'm talking about, entrepreneurs, hustlers, even strippers, whatever. It don't matter. However you get your money, as long as you're out here getting money, as long as you ain't hurting, you ain't hurting nobody, you know what I'm saying? But you getting your money, that's I can respect it,
Yeah, definitely. It's all about getting the money, however you know how to, basically.
Exactly.
So I wanted to touch base on your name because it's actually an acronym, which I found very interesting. It's not something that we see every day. So can you tell me a little bit, can you tell us the acronym and why you came up with it or how you came up with it?
All right, so yeah, the acronym is Proph, the Proph. It stands for prosperity, respect, obedience, patience, and honor. And those particular principles or, however you want to portray it and however somebody wants to take it, but those particular principles are just things that I live by. And mind you, I came up with that name when I was 17. So I was already moving in that direction. I've always been told I was kind of a little mentally older than my actual age. So people are surprised when I break down the name and they find out that it's an acronym.
Yeah, I was definitely surprised when I found it.
Yeah, because like I said, people get my name mixed up sometimes. They'll be Prophet or, whatever. But then when I correct it, I'll be nah, it's Proph, Proph. And then, I'll break it down as the acronym and they'll be like, oh, damn, that's pretty cool. I like that, that's dope, So I just kind of ran with it. And then, the name itself, like I said, it just stands for it just represents me, as a man, as a person, you know what I mean? And that's just how I kind of came up with it. I used to go by, my homies back in the day used to call me Baby Jesus because I got long hair. And I had a goatee at a young age. So they used to mess with me, call me Baby Jesus. So that name actually stuck with me when I was making music at young. So, as a youngin', so I was going by Baby Jesus as a rapper for a little while, you know what I mean? But like,
that's interesting.
yeah, you know, so like it was cool, but you know, as I started getting a little older, I'm like, nah, man, I was like, I can't rock with this no more, you know, like I'm not a baby, you know, this and the third, and I didn't really like being compared to, you know, Jesus or whatever, but whatever, you know, I won't even get into that. But either way,
that's a story for another day.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just, you know, it represents me. Like, that's just how I came up with it. And then, like I told you before we even started recording, you know, I added the last name just to kind of separate myself from anyone else that has a similar name like mine. Because I was noticing it was too many people like it, so I didn't like that.
Yeah, definitely. You have to always differentiate yourself, especially in this industry.
Definitely.
And if you've noticed, in the mainstream industry, everybody's Lil Baby, this baby, that baby. Oh my goodness. Yeah,
it's funny. It's like you read my mind. I was literally about to say, like, there's too many Lils and babies and out here too now. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, definitely. So you have to always differentiate yourself, especially with the name. Be creative.
Definitely.
I think you're on the right path, especially the fact that it's an acronym on top of all of that. It's hard to forget.
Yeah, definitely.
So I want to talk a little bit about your performances, because you had a recent performance a couple months ago, and you have some other performances coming soon as well. So how is it performing? I mean, you obviously have Apocalypse, but you have other singles out. So what is your go-to performance song?
Well, I mean, Apocalypse, I've never performed yet, to be honest. So, I mean, it'll probably be fun to see people's reaction to that, because I've gotten a lot of good feedback off of it so far, as far as, like, you know, anybody I've let hear it personally, or anybody, like, through my Instagram or Facebook or anything like that. So, my real go-to, I mean, I guess if you want to call it a go-to, like, is my other most recent one that I dropped before Apocalypse, called Peace, and that's on SoundCloud. That one, I heard a Kodak Black song, If I'm Lying, I'm Flying, and, like, the beat just stuck out to me. Like, it's a good song. Like, I actually like this song, but I heard the beat, and I was like, man, I could snap harder than this. So I found the beat, and I did my own version to it, and then I released it. So the couple of times that I performed that, you know, I get a good reaction from the crowd. So, like, that one's a little more, like, I guess you could say upbeat, you know what I'm saying? It makes you kind of, like, you know, nod your head a little bit, gets you moving a little more, but like my style is like, I like smooth shit, you know, like stuff that you can kind of, like, you know, bob your head to a little bit, but you kind of got to, like, pay attention to what's being said. Cause, you know, like, I like to have substance in my music, you know, like, and I like to be technical. I like to be lyrical, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like just making, like, ABC bullshit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
the standard.
Yeah. My bad. Can I curse? I didn't mean to.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure.
And then moving on for performances, speaking of your other music, you have some singles out now, and you're going to work long term on more music and eventually a new project. So how does the creative process work for you when it comes to that?
I mean, as far as, like, lately, I've been in a pretty good space. Like I'm almost done writing one of these tracks that I'm gonna put to the side for the little, like, 5-6 track project I'm gonna put out soon. I just gotta collect like 2 more beats. I got like 4 beats so far off of, like, a couple of producer friends and, like, you know, dudes that I've connected with on, like, social media and stuff. So I mean, yeah, the singles that I have out so far, I mean, you can find on any streaming platform. You know, you just search my name and they'll pop up. And I mean, how can I put it? Like, the creative process, as far as, like, when I'm writing, I don't know. Like, it's funny because I could be in a random place, or, like, I could even be here at my barbershop cutting, and then I'll just be in a mood. So, like, I can't write at the time. I'll be cutting hair, but I'll play the beat over and over in my head, and I'll just, like, freestyle in my mind, or, you know, just come up with ideas or concepts and stuff like that, and kind of just go from there. You know,
yeah, like, always just constantly.
Yeah, kind of be feeling like Eminem and 8 Mile, you know, but in my mind, you know, just writing random shit all over the place, and then later on finding it later, like remembering what I said to what beat, or, you know, it's kind of fun. So
yeah, that's a good analogy to use for sure. And then you also have merch that you're working on. which is, what are you looking to do? I know you mentioned some dad hats, potentially some shirts. What is the merch gonna have when you get around to doing that?
I mean, it's gonna have like things that pertain to, you know, what I'm passionate about, which is mainly music and, you know, my actual, like, my first, like, career, you can call, you know, which is cutting hair. You know, I'm a barber. I've been a barber for 15 years now. So,
wow.
You know, like, yeah, you know, just something that pertains to my passion. But also, I don't want to stay in that box because, you know, my main, like, slogan that I'm, like, going to roll with when it comes to that is respect my passion. So, like, everybody's passionate about something, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's, you know, cutting hair, music, painting, you know, like, as far as, like, for you, like, dealing with, like, you know, radio and stuff like that, you know, or, like, you know, a couple of my DJ friends, you know what I'm saying? So it's, like, everybody's passionate about something, you know? There's even people out here passionate about fucking bird baths and shit, you know? So, like, motherfuckers passionate. They're passionate about something, so I don't want to stay in that box, but that's obviously the first little wave of stuff I kind of want to put out when, you know, my money is right and I can put it out. But I have the ideas, I have the templates. I just, you know, I got to, you know, put up my own money. I don't have nobody, you know, investing for me or, you know, anybody giving me money, you know, so little by little, but, you know, it's coming. So
it's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. So, you know, I want to drop that little first wave of, you know, what I'm passionate about, and it could still pertain to the public, but then little by little, you know, go off of the consumer and, like, the people that I'm connected with, you know, see, like, the stuff that they want, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's awesome. That way you can kind of cover all bases, starting with your base and then branching out. It'll be good. I definitely like the respect my passion concept. So I'm probably definitely going to be getting a shirt for sure when that comes out.
Let me know. I'm you know, Florida, it's summer all season, so I'm end up doing tank tops. I want to do a bunch of shit. So
yeah, tank tops is a must, especially in Florida, because it is super hot out there.
Yeah, it's disrespectful outside.
So you have a lot going on between the merch and the performances and the music. So how can we stay on top of that and just find out all the news on when we can get new merch, new music, and when we can see you perform?
You can find me literally on everything. It's the same thing, Proph Costello, PROPHCOSTELLO, on everything, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud. You put that in YouTube, all my shit will pop up. Like, it's everywhere. So, you know, wherever you can Google my name, all my stuff will pop up. So I try my best to make it simple, you know what I mean? So that way people don't get confused and come across other stuff. So
yeah, definitely. Making it very easy for our listeners to find you.
Yeah, it's easy to connect with me. So, you know, and if you're in the South Florida area, you need a haircut, holla at me.
Definitely.
I'll get you right. I don't just rap, you know?
You gotta be multifaceted. Definitely.
Definitely. Can't pay the bills with one stream of income nowadays.
Always have to have multiple streams of income. Rule number one.
Yep, very true, very true.
So now we're gonna jump right in and listen to the Song of the Week, Apocalypse by Proph Costello.
You are now listening to the Song of the Week, Apocalypse by Proph Costello.
Yo. Ya tú sabes cómo va, nigga. Yo, look, this beat over, I'ma call it the apocalypse. Talking all the real, but really you the opposite. With just a player, now I'm coaching like Popovich. Right-handed shooter, you could call him Stoichkovich. Flooded in hundreds, it's like I'm about to cop a brick. But minding my own, could catch me at the shop with it. Diversify the funds, you really ain't stopping it. Keeping all your eggs in one basket ain't popping, kid. See, I'm willing to learn, know how to earn. And you really gotta be careful what bridges you burn. What that other man doing shouldn't be a concern, it's absurd. Following the flock, you a bird, I touch nerves. Like them little sparks in your brain. You talking the same bullshit, these rappers is lame. Screaming gang, 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 but then don't even bang. Real G's cocking and squeeze, igniting the flames. You the type to start snitching over grams of the Jane. We the type that wanna grow, flow, fighting for change. Stay in your lane, young bull, simple and plain. No minimum wage, dodging all you sinister snakes. I finish you fakes, best lesson, biggest mistakes. Keep your eyes on your own when you fixing your plate. Word to J, what you eat don't make me shit. Wanna have their hands out when you make these chips, but all they see is 2 fingers when I face these pigs. Since they saying life's a bitch, she could take this dick, just get the money. Homie, ain't a damn thing funny. Why you worry about the hoes? Hustlers getting money, get the paper. From entrepreneurs and dice shakers, and even all the strippers turning pussy into paper, get the money. Homie, ain't a damn thing funny. Why you worry about the hoes? Hustlers getting money, get the paper. From entrepreneurs and dice shakers, and even all the strippers turning pussy into paper. Look, remain focused, heavily on some dopeness. Words too potent, doing this for the hopeless. Niggas nowadays too feminine on some hoe shit. Wrote this, sitting down, rolling up some more piffs. Sold this, sold that, new clothes, old hats. I ain't never sold crack, running up like Bojack. Found out my uncle was an addict as a young man. So like the gun jam, tears had to hold back. Proph always been about paper, and that's a known fact. Yo soy boricua y tu novia about to go black. Oh snap, si tu quieres more hold back, catch a whole slap. All these niggas is broke back, just some more rats. Telling all of they biz, but sit and wonder how the feds giving all of them biz. This shit is ridiculous. Low key, word to my kids. If I ain't plotting on the bag, then I'm handling biz or planning a trip. A duffel backpacking, I'm lit. When the brother touch down, no, I'm packing a split to get the money. Homie, ain't a damn thing funny. Why you worry about the hoes? Hustlers getting money, get the paper. From entrepreneurs and dice shakers, and even all the strippers turn the pussy into paper, get the money.
That was Proph Costello. Make sure you follow him on the Instagram at Proph Costello and check out all of his music available right now